the Rams recently, this past week, they traded up to move him to the top 5, or actually to the #1 pick. It's kind of like a flip-flop of what happened with the RG3 scenario, because back in that draft, in 2012 draft, the Rams traded the #2 overall pick to the Redskins for three second-round picks and 2 first-round picks back then. And now it seems they pretty much played the reverse role, where they've went on and traded with the Tennessee Titans for the #1 overall pick, and they gave the Titans the number 15 pick, 2 second-round picks, which is the 43rd pick and the 45th, the 3rd-round pick, which is the 76th pick for this draft, and then they give them the 1st and 3rd-round pick of next year's draft. So when you look at those things, it seems like the Rams are giving quite a bit to the Titans in order to get this whole draft situation to work out. And then in return, they got the 4th-round pick, the number 113th pick, and then the 177th pick. So, gentlemen, do you guys think the Rams gave up too much to move up to the #1 spot in this draft? Rashad, what's off with you? What do you think?
The Rams, they had that addiction itch of being in the top 5, so they had to make sure they go get this pick. They had to make sure they go get the top 5 pick.
You're gonna keep firing shots. I'm gonna come back for the Cowboys, man.
They gave up 2 arms, they left leg, and a house to get this first pick for a quarterback who's not even gonna be off bat. Which is gonna show y'all again. Oh, y'all just the 76ers.
All right, Khalid. Do you think the Rams give up too much?
They gave up way too much. I'm looking at this right now. So this is what the Rams got: the 1st-round pick, the 4th-round pick, and the 6th-round pick. So y'all give away a 2 second-round, a 3rd round, and a 1st round for just 1 1st round, which would be the overall pick, and then a 4th and a 6th round. So after you get that first person, you're not even gonna be in the draft for 2 whole rounds.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. And then you have them having 6 picks for the Titans, and y'all only have 3. I don't think the trade was equal. It was not an equal trade at all, and it's just crazy because they could have kept what they had right now and been able to develop the team way more. But now y'all gonna have the best player in the NFL draft.
He's not the best player.
Well, they can choose the best player, and then they'll have 4th round and 6th round picks, and it's just not the same thing as having a 2nd round or 2 second rounds actually, and a 3rd round. And then not to mention you gave away your 1st round pick for the 2017 draft. They're not even here.
Yeah. Well, here's the reason why they did all this, because what's been holding the team back all these years, which has kept us out of the playoffs, as Rashad alluded,
the whole team.
Even isn't that it? If it's our whole team, then the Dallas Cowboys need to go call Tony Romo's agent, because Tony Romo has a big part in that too. We at least don't have a quarterback. Y'all do have one, and y'all still can't make the playoffs. And we're actually in a tougher division.
We do make the playoffs.
Hello. Y'all made the playoffs once.
Come on.
Once.
It doesn't matter. Y'all could have made it. We made it.
We have the Seahawks and the Cardinals on our division. We can at least beat them. Y'all still split with half these teams.
Why can't you win more games than them?
He said what?
Why can't you win more?
Because they're better teams. They actually have a quarterback. We don't have a quarterback, which is why they made this trade, because they wanted a quarterback, because the Rams was held them back all these years. They thought a few years ago when they used the pick on Sam Bradford is that they would pick up a quarterback, which the Cowboys probably should use the 4th pick on the quarterback, because Lord knows Tony Romo ain't getting them nowhere. But yeah, I'm just telling the truth. I'm not here. You can't come for the Rams. I told you want to keep coming for the Rams. I'm a fire shots to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying. How is a team America's team? You only made the playoffs twice in 10 years. A potential dynasty? What did you just say?
A dynasty?
To become a dynasty, you have to actually win a ring, I think.
Hey, they're starting this year. Don't worry on it.
What? The Dallas Cowboys have been starting for the past 5 years. I'm just saying. That's all Dallas Cowboys are saying. Well, we get to the chip this year. Oh yeah, we
the year we were supposed to make it. The year we was really supposed to make it, where everybody said we were going to make it, we got robbed.
All right, get robbed.
Last year we knew we weren't going to make it because we got
y'all robbed the Lions, but y'all don't mention that. Y'all don't mention that. Dallas Cowboys only mention. Here's the thing: Cowboys fans only mention plays that are in favor of them. You don't mention in that wild card round or in the in that first playoff game when you played the Lions, that pass interference call. Nobody. Oh, it wasn't to Dallas Cowboy fans. And then guess what? The rest of the world, that wasn't a catch. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry.
Everybody said it's a catch except the officials.
Apparently, against league rules, it's not. That's why y'all didn't make
Which
it
is
to
why
the,
it's getting changed.
y'all didn't make it to the chip.
Which is why it's getting changed because they
Y'all
knew
didn't make it to the chip.
they knew they took.
It took 2 years. It took 2 years for it to get changed.
But it got changed.
It takes 2
because
years.
of Des Bryant catch.
It wasn't because of Des Bryant's
Des
catch.
Bryant catch.
The catches that they highlighted this year was the Odell Beckham catch that was in the end zone that they didn't rule. They actually ruled a touchdown even though he bobbled it then dropped it. So people are like, "What is a touchdown?" At this point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway,
Which both those teams are better than the Rams.
The Rams made this play so they could get. You know what? You can keep talking about how this team is better. It's the same thing. If you want to talk about. See, here's the thing. Don't use this argument. No, don't use this argument for the Rams. No, you're not gonna kind of come for my team like this. If you're gonna be a Laker fan and try to talk about the Lakers are a good team, so every person that talks about the Lakers now, you have to be quiet because every team is better than the Lakers right now. But we just have championships. So all the Dallas Cowboys have on their name right now is championships. But guess what? Y'all ain't been to the bowl. Y'all ain't been to the
only way I talk about the Lakers is because you got the man ice in my veins.
No, you can't. The Lakers suck. You been talking about the man that averaged 13 points? Yeah, there's no reason to talk about him. There's also a guy in Minnesota that averages a double-double. There's a guy in Philadelphia that people said should have took him that has averages 17 points. So if you want to talk about the Rams in that way, when people talk about the Lakers, I just want to see you quiet. You can't say a thing. You can't mention championships. You can't mention nothing. Because guess what? Those teams are better than the Lakers. So you can't. You don't. You don't. You whenever people talk about the Lakers, you don't say nothing about championships.
No.
Championship. Oh, we sinning today. We are sinning today. We are lying. Oh, I like it. Oh,
you know the championship argument is the easiest one.
This is the Dirty Sin Show.
We had Rudy on the show, and
this is the Dirty Sin Show.
We said how bad the Lakers are. I was like, don't say they're bad because you got Kobe on the team. Kobe's not on the team no more.
The Lakers are bad. And no, but any other,
bad.
whenever you argue with any other team, if a Cleveland fan or somebody fan trying to argue about the Lakers, you would make the case about champion. Kobe averaged 17 points. Well, Stephen Curry's over there averaging 30. So Kobe's not even better than him right now. So there's no case to make for the Lakers right now. There was no case. But you would make the case for Kobe because what? Kobe got 5 rings. That's the reason why you say Kobe. He got 5 rings. You ain't gonna say Tony Romo over Tom Brady because Tony Romo don't got nothing. That's exactly the reason why. Guess what? Tony Romo has the same amount of rings that Sam Bradford had when he got drafted. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the truth.
But we see who had a better career though. We see who could constantly stay on one team though, because he's better.
We can see who both don't got rings at the end of the day. Isn't rings what makes you relevant?
No.
Huh? Unless you're having Dan Marino numbers, which Tony Romo doesn't, you ain't relevant. I'm sorry. When we talk about top 3 quarterbacks in the league, guess who's left off the list? Tony.
Guess who else?
I'm just telling the truth.
Sam
ain't on our team no more. I care less about him. He on my team no more. I don't care about him.
Who we got on that team?
I don't care about him.
I don't even know the quarterback is on your team.
People shouldn't know who Tony Romo is. They only know him because he never gets y'all there. That's always why we know him. He don't get y'all there. I'm telling the truth, right? What does everybody talk about Tony Romo? The month that chills Tony Romo the most is December and January. Guess what? Because he gets cold. He can't finish off the season. The boy loves some November. He loves some Thanksgiving, but when it comes to December and January, the boy freezes up like a freaking.
My man starts shivering.
Yeah, he starts shivering.
When Tony Romo plays, he broke those stereotypes.
Let me stop.
I'm just saying.
Let me stop going down Dallas Cowboys and spitting facts.
The fans didn't want y'all no more. Y'all suck.
Is that why they were begging us to come back?
They won't beg y'all to come back.
They were
having celebration.
You didn't see all the signs. You watched the Rams games.
Finally, our Cardinals can shine here because that's all we have.
You see.
Bro, they love the Rams.
You don't want me to go to Dallas? Please don't make me do it because Dirk Nowitzki's the only thing that got y'all a ring in the past 10 years. Don't make me do it, please. Don't make me do it. Dallas Cowboys might as well bounce and go to St. Louis now because the fans there are used to not having a ring. Actually, the Rams got them a ring more recently than the Cowboys got them the Dallas a ring. Yeah, you should go to St. Louis and learn what it feels like. Yeah, they actually got a ring within the past 2 decades.
Man,
I'm just saying, man. You know what? Let me just focus. I'm sorry.
Like
he wanted to come for the Rams. I did come for the Cowboys, but you wanted to come for the Rams too because we were talking about the Cowboys. We weren't even talking about the Rams.
Is there some comments for people who saying how bad your team is?
Is there some comments from some
people? Can we see if there's some comments?
Is there some comments from people talking about how consistently inconsistent your team is? Let's see. At least we consistently 7-9. Nope.
I mean, you can't go nowhere from there. Y'all stuck in the. I mean, y'all were top 5.
And here's the thing: we're 7-9. We didn't have a quarterback. Y'all were 8-8 for like 3 to 4 straight years with a quarterback, with Jason Witten, with all those guys, and still couldn't make the playoffs. Our excuse is that we didn't have the most important position on the field. We were 7-9 last year. All we had was a running back. All we had was Todd Gurley.
I mean, y'all didn't play nobody but y'all division games.
We didn't play nobody by our division.
Bro,
But we happened to play the Packers. We happened to play the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? If you were up on the Rams, then holler at me about the Rams. If you watch it, I have to watch the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all are on the TV all the darn
because
time.
we're America's team. Hey, no one wants to watch the Rams. I'm just saying.
Hey,
y'all,
Los Angeles.
Continue to waste picks.
Hey, I'm saying.
Like the 49ers.
I'm saying. Continue to have your picks be nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather keep picking than have my picks sit there and do nothing.
Maybe
for
right in the middle.
The best pick that's actually doing something for y'all right now is Des Bryant. That's it. Oh, nobody even look at this picture of the schedule on the NFL website. Look at the picture of the schedule. Let me show you. Guess what? Guess who's on the cover? Not even Tony Romo. Not even the quarterback. Every other team is the quarterback. You want to know why? Because the quarterback's relevant. But for the Cowboys, it's your pitcher guy. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show it to the camera. Guess who it is. Let's take a vote. Who do y'all think it is? Is it Tony Romo? Is it Jason Witten? Or is it Des Bryant?
Des Bryant.
Oh my goodness! Who is that right there holding up the X?
What number is that?
Oh my! Who is that? That's Des. Oh my! Look at that! Is it Tony? No, Tony Nomo? No,
Tony Nomo.
Nah, man, it ain't Tony. I'm just saying. Outside. Well. It ain't Tony. But y'all, yeah, the Rams. I do think they gave up too much. They did give up a bit too much, but I understand the reason behind it because the quarterback's been the position that's held you back all these years, and you needed to get over the hump and just essentially be able to get yourself into that conversation with the teams like the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals, because the quarterback position is what's holding y'all back, because the Rams defense has been able to make plays for them over the past few years, even though you did lose some pieces on defense to free agency. And then Todd Gurley was your offensive rookie of the year. You know, somebody on our team got an award, but he didn't even catch it. You're throwing shots. But that position has always been where it's at. I think that this was a large overhaul to give for it'd be different if you had a guy like Andrew Luck in the draft that everybody was like, yeah, he's the consensus #1 pick. But because we have you have Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, who people are still a bit uncertain on, as in terms of, Carson Wentz having played in North Dakota, and then Jared Goff, from how his production trailed off at Cal. I feel as though that's kind of what makes people feel a bit eerie about how much the Rams gave up to go and get either one of the two guys that still has question marks about it. Whereas when it'd be different, like I said, like if it was a guy like Andrew Luck, it was a guy like Peyton Manning that everybody was like, yes, he's going to be a franchise guy, and he's worth all this trading away to go up and get. And it also would be something if it was like, kind of like how it was last year, but when it was Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota 1 and 2, how people were saying that if Tampa Bay would have took Marcus Mariota, you don't necessarily lose. And the same thing with Tennessee. If you would have took Jameis Winston second, you don't lose either. So I feel as though that's kind of how the reason why this trade is under so much speculation. But let's move on to our last segment of the day today, y'all.